So there's really two sort of pinch points from my perspective, and I want to see if I'm reading this correctly. There's the issue with the water delivery system in this drought. But again, everybody needs to understand there's plenty of water. It's just it's not getting where it needs to be. So that's one pinch point. And you talked about some of the other things at the beginning of this episode that are also sort of really pressure points for everybody on Maui. It's the lack of tourism that came with COVID, and then the fires, and then the housing issue that the fires exacerbated, for lack of a better term. I don't want to hear anybody say to me, oh, we didn't know we had a problem with housing before the fires. Everyone knew they had a problem with housing before the fires. They just didn't want to deal with it, and then they had to deal with it when Lahaina was burned to the ground. So that creates the second pinch point or pressure point for me, which is the optics of what you're talking about and how Maui Land is saying, well, how can we irrigate the water and irrigate a golf course when the farmers and the ranchers need to do this? And there has been pushback since the fires from a lot of the locals about why are we funding any of this? So there's the mechanical side of it, which is the delivery system under repair. And then, for lack of a better term, there's the political side of it and the optics of, are we really doing this when we have all these other problems? And I think all of these things together have created the larger issue of how we navigate this.
Totally agree. The optics are so important. When Ben Crenshaw and Bill Coore and I built Sandhills in Nebraska in the late 1980s, right after we did the plantation course, we spent less than $1 million to build a course that's now top 10 in the world. There's only 65 managed turf acres on that entire course. It can be done. If you take a look behind me here right now, see a little bit of what you're seeing,
Yeah,
which is the
that's
point out here and a little bit of the beach.
Makaluapuna. Yeah.
Yeah. So this has become the wild, wild west, which is kind of too bad because the golf course is closed. It's in terrible condition. We know that, and ugly. But there is no sense of order down here, really. There's no security on any real basis. There are people everywhere. So there's going to be accidents occurring. We've got motorcycles, bikes riding around, and just all kinds of people are now flocking here. We have as much golfers down here, it seems like now, as we had when the course was open. People are just able to kind of walk out and play a couple holes if they want. So somebody is going to have to create a system of organization down in this particular area, or it's going to be getting really, really dangerous.